This is the Night Wolf howling at you, and today we have in front of us the HasLab Ecto-1 set. As you might recall, I did mention that I ordered 2 of these and got the deluxe edition of both, and currently I only got 1 in. So we're going to take a look at this. I will show you the main box here and how it's set up this way, but for this video, we are only going to be doing the Ecto-1. I will do the Ecto-1A in a separate video. So as you can see, it's set up to look like a toolbox that would make Tim the Toolman Taylor proud and jealous. The sides, both pretty much the same and boring. The back shows us the different kits here with a Manhattan Museum of Art sticker on it. The other side, just as boring as the first. Flip it over. We see the Ghostbuster car and the 40th anniversary logo there. Ray's Occult Books, a note about a birthday party, probably from Ghostbusters 2. And the bottom is also boring. So that being said, let's go ahead and see how easily these stickers here come off. I'm hoping really easy, because I believe these are the only 2 stickers actually on here holding that part in place. So now we can slide our first box out and remove the deluxe set part. So now on the top of this one, we do see the Plasma Series Ectomobile Anniversary Edition. I don't know why I just said that way. It's the Anniversary Edition. So we got brake pads, lining, steering box, transmission that needs to be done. Apparently they have fixed the suspension, shocks, and brakes. But other than that, it wasn't really hiding anything special underneath. So we go back to our little tape discs and peel one of them off. Now, everybody else has been doing really nice, like plastic and styrofoam inserts for these things, or foam inserts. I bet you Hasbro did cardboard crap again. So we open up the side, we open up the other side, and we see 2 cardboard inserts. Okay, it's 1 cardboard insert with a second smaller insert. I'm not sure what this is all supposed to be about, but, you know. Well, I mean, obviously, the instructions and stuff, but I don't know what the silver thing is. We got a bunch of stickers. God, I hope they're already on here. I bet you they're not, lazy bastards. This is one case where I'd probably have to put the stickers on, too. You know that? All right, so let's set that aside for the moment. And we will look inside this box here because it's small and easy to look at. Looks like we've got some basic equipment here. We got that, that there as well. So that's our basic roof stuff and inside stuff. And then also we have Louis Tully and the Library Ghost, which I'm not going to lie, this is a bit disappointing to me to see this set up this way. Simply because, to be honest, I mentioned before that I got 2 of these because I was planning on, you know, selling the extra sets. And this is just going to make it that much more difficult unless I sell them together. Yep, call me an asshole or a scalper if you want. But I will remind you that I am setting one up as the Ecto-1 and one as the Ecto-1A, and then I just have a bunch of extra parts. So we'll set those aside for the moment because we don't need them. If we flip this like this, we have Slimer upside down. You know, and I'd actually forgotten that this came with Slimer. With more parts to the car. And a phone. Why the hell is there a phone in there? What is the best way to open this going to be, though? Take the plastic insert here off. I would think the best way to handle this is going to be to cut this part here. Move those flaps. Pull the car out. And probably move the Ecto-1 back. Alright, so let's take Ecto here out of the packaging. Here's the open door. Steering wheel turns. This little thingy moves a little bit. It would actually control this little light here, but, you know, it's actually connected to it. As with all these vehicles, as you look, they do not leave room for an actual footwell because, you know, they want to save money. This door does not appear to open up. The back here opens up. We see all the same kind of computer crap that we saw in the back of the 3.5-inch version. Let's add a little extra light here so you can get a better look inside. Now we'll turn this around. Okay, now I know both of these doors should open. You can kind of see in here, this must be what I'm betting phone attaches to something back here. There is a second jump seat back there. I think you can see it a little bit there. While it looks like there's more room in there than there was in the 3.5-inch version of this, I just don't quite see how that's going to work. All right, there's the interior dashboard there. I'm going to flip this back around. Oh, these doors are a pain to open up. So here you guys can kind of see a better look at this interior, maybe. You know, I would love to find this ambulance or hearse and do this, make my own Ecto-1 out of it. Not gonna lie. All right, so that's our basic, I think. Let's see. I don't know if the engine compartment looks like it opens up, so let's find out. That engine looks a lot nicer than it probably should on the Ecto-1. Hey, I'm glad they included it, though. So you can have Ray working on it. Okay, before we get much further, I want to show you guys these instructions here. And aside from the fact that I'm not quite sure, we'll have to take a look at the bottom of this thing, and we'll do that before we put the stuff on. But here are our instructions on how to get the car ready to look like the Ecto-1. And then everything you need to do to make it look like the Ecto-1A on that side. We got the figures up there. I think I will do the figure review separate from this also. And in that case, what we'll probably do is look at Slimer, Lewis, and the Ghost as the first review. Then we'll change this into the Ecto-1, talk about it. And then we'll do the 1A, do that. And then look at the Ghostbusters. The other side here shows all the stickers that you need in order to make it look like whichever version of the Ecto you want it to look like. There are so many stickers. Also, something to note real fast. It appears that this is designed to recharge batteries also. So I think you need 3 batteries. But I think if you buy rechargeable batteries to put in here, I think you can recharge them in the Ecto itself, which is really kind of a cool thing. So let's take a quick look down here. Here is that, and there's our battery compartment there. We'll have to take that off. There is the recharge port right there. Looks like it. I don't know what the that is. Maybe that's a USB-C? Although, seeing that this is here like this and this, I don't recall seeing an actual cable with this, though. Because that does look like maybe the charger would go through there. Well, we'll find out, I guess, in a little bit. The wheels don't move. There is no spring suspension on there. I have not put anything in place yet. Trying to figure out if it would be easier to do that now or do the stickers first. So let's go ahead and let's do the batteries first. I do not have rechargeable batteries for this thing. And yeah, try not to laugh too hard at my wonky ass screwdriver. I can't find my regular screwdriver for some reason. So I had to dig this one out because I knew where it was. I actually have no idea how you're supposed to activate the lights and sounds on this thing either. Oh, one is USB, one's back. Oh, you know what I think it is I think that if you have this just display, you can have it plugged into a USB cord and display it that way. Okay, So the headlights turned on. None of the other lights are turning on.
Hello.
All right, I'm not going to lie. I am a bit disconcerted that only the headlight and taillight turned on. None of the other lights did. I hope to God I did not get another HasLab product where the damn thing doesn't work right. I don't even know how it activated. Oh. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. All right, there we go. Okay. So it's the two buttons are on the front of the hood. All right. So I got the sound turned off so I can just look at the lights. Not sure why that one is blue. But yeah, so one, headlights. I'm not sure why those are flashing. I don't think they were flashing earlier. And then the tail lights here, which I didn't put those in place yet, so that kind of looks weird. Tail lights and more lights back here. Interior light in the front. Interior light in the front and back. And then the flashing lights at the top. With interior lights in the front still. And then everything. And then nothing. So it is time for us to start putting this together so it looks like the Ecto-1. I am going to save the two antennas for last because those seem like they're the biggest pain in the ass. Bet y'all want to see Slimer's ass today, didn't you? So these two little doohickeys here look like they are meant to plug into one of these holes here, depending upon if you're creating the Ecto-1 or the Ecto-2 or the Ecto-1A. So I'm kind of wondering, thinking I should leave those aside for now. Because if I'm going to do that car, I don't know if I can get those plugs out. So, you know. I'm actually also kind of wondering how much of this, how easy it is to swap back and forth between the two. So we'll put the backlights on here first. Okay, the mirrors are both designed slightly different. Okay, so you can't screw that up. So those both slot in on these kind of spots. Oh man, that does not fit very well though. We got the wiper blades. So this one should go on this side. They don't actually move once they're in place. Still have no idea what that phone is supposed to be. Oh, okay. That phone looks like it goes... Ow. There is no easy way to open up this friggin' back door here. It looks like the phone hooks into this thing here. Oh, you can't see that, can you? Looks like the phone hooks in right here. Maybe? What the hell? Okay. You know, I wish this door was removable. I think Hasbro's forgotten that this is an adult collectible. And thus, adults don't have big-ass fucking feet. Why is it bent that way, though? You You know what? I'm going to pause this for a moment while I try to do this. All right. I got that phone in place. That looks pretty stupid. All right, so that's all the stuff that came with Slimer. Okay, for our next set of equipment here, this thing looks like it goes on one of these. Back one. So you can see there's a half slot and a full slot. So that goes into the half slot. It is also not a very tight fit. We've got a CB radio, which this is kind of dumb, but it looks like it's supposed to hook up to that little peg there. So, like that. If you guys can see that. Again, this feels like they forgot that this is adult collectibles. It's very hard to get your fat ass fingers in there. So we got this thing, which goes in the back corner. We got this thing, which looks like it attaches here. And then back here, like that. I have no idea what this is for. I have not seen it in the directions anywhere. We have this thing, which goes up here. We have this thing, which looks like it goes here. We'll have it face that way. And last but not least, we have the ladder, which looks like it attaches into here. Like that. There are little pegs here too, so they're very tiny, but I guess maybe they'll work with the Ghostbusters. Of course, you could order a full set of Ghostbusters made to go with this, or you're supposed to be able to use the original ones that came out. I have no idea how well those will fit, if I'm being perfectly honest with you. And of course, we have this last lovely item. Which, okay. So, as you may recall, whoopsie. Got these two little slides here. This would go in. And this is what their equipment is kept on. Like so. I guess it would help if my finger wasn't in the way. So, theoretically, all the Ghostbusters equipment should be able to fit on there and slide in there. That leaves the only things that we have not put into place are the two antennas. So we have our two antennas. Hold on. Wait a minute. Now, apparently, you have to bend the antennas yourself. So this one goes back here. Like that. And this makes absolutely no friggin' sense whatsoever now. Oh, well, maybe it does. Okay, hold on. Never mind. So there's a slotted thing in there for this one. Seriously? Turn off. Okay. So then I do not like this part. There we go. That looks okay. There we go. So yeah, those are wires. You have to bend them yourself, it looks like. Fun times. I hate you so much. But that's in place. So, you know, I'm not going to lie to you. My original intention with this was going to be to show you this as the Ecto-1 right away. I think I mentioned this. And then, you know, do the review for the Ecto-2 stuff right afterwards. And now I just realized because of the stickers, that's probably not going to be a particularly good way to do it. However, as I mentioned that, it also does appear, because there's a sticker sheet. That was that weird shiny Marley thing. They give you enough stickers so that you can swap them out like 3 times or screw up a number of times. However, I have absolutely no intention of putting stickers on and then taking them off again. So I will go ahead and I will finish this review up as the Ecto-1. We will put the stickers on. And this will be the Ecto-1, just straight out Ecto-1. And then I will wait until my second one comes in to do the Ecto-2 review. I'll still do the Ghostbusters first because, you know, you might as well. But yeah, let's just go ahead and turn this into the Ecto-1. Now for my least favorite part of any new toy. We got a bunch of Ghostbuster logos here. Honestly, I think these are also meant to be like reusable. But like you get your fingerprints on them and shit too. Also, oh shoot, there's not really good setup here to make sure you get everything right. All right. Another stickers here, these E-stickers. They're supposed to go on the underside of this thing here. Oh, all right, I just grabbed a couple things to help with this. I picked up this nail file specifically for doing stuff like this. Oh, well, and now that I think about it, I can put those little white thingies in place now. So while we're on this side here. Yeah, that's not obvious or anything right there, is it? Okay, sticker J. And sticker J is one of these things here. This is the other thing I hate, is I have no idea what the it's pointing at right now. F goes on here. H must go on this thing? Or that thing? Oh, okay. Yeah, so H goes on there. I guess... Well, no, okay. Because that's the compressor thingy. Is it this thing back here? I guess it's that thing. At first I thought maybe it went here. But it says danger, so... Yeah, it's got to be on that part. Again, this is why I hate stickers. Sticker K appears to go on the side of this thing, right around the middle. All right. Now we got sticker H, our radiation sticker, which looks like it goes over here. Sticker F, which appears to go, right around here. Sticker E we already got in place here. So we did E, J, K, H, F, D. Okay, so we got everything on the sides done. On that side done, I should say. Now we go to the back. Oh, Jesus. Okay, that should be all right. That just about had a heart attack, though. Need another Ghostbuster logo for the back door. Dang it. Looks straight. Put it there. We need an Ecto-1 license plate. Oh, for... Alright, so we've trashed one sticker so far. I've also changed my mind on that idea that maybe these were designed so that they could come off and be put back on again. I no longer believe that. I think that's as straight as I'm getting that one. Alright, we got another sticker G that needs to be found and put on here. Alright, so G, this is the size of G right here. All right, I'm going to skip the rest of the back stickers because it doesn't make any sense to me looking at this, because G looks like it's supposed to go here. Oh yeah, I took this thing off earlier. But G looks like it's supposed to go here. Or maybe it goes under here? Let me hold on. See, it doesn't fit there. However, if we turn this way, it'd be nice if I could actually read what the sticker said. It looks like it goes on over here under this wire, which this spot does make a little bit more sense to me. All right, we need an I, which is this big honking sticker right here. And oh, there's a second G on here too that looks like it goes up there. So I looks like it's supposed to go here. And then we need another G over here is what it looks like. So again, I'm not really sure why we had a G for the back. Have I ever said how much I hate putting stickers on stuff? I don't know if you guys noticed and knew that or not. Just thought I'd mention it. It's not like I haven't mentioned it with like 5 other reviews that I've done in the last couple of years. Yeah. All right. When we got more of those E's. Actually, oh. Maybe from the top would be better for this one. Okay. We need another K. What was J? Because we need a J. Oh, I think J was the... Let me see. Yep. Ah, dang it. Yeah. Stop. Ah, we still got the front to do. Okay, so we got another nuclear one. Nuclear. Which... honestly, you would think that if they're going to put this here like this, that they would have done it on all 4 rounds, you know? I also feel like there's no reason why they couldn't have molded in the area that those stickers would go on this thing. We got to do another license plate sticker. Now remember, we've already destroyed one. Now this is probably going to have to go in on the bottom. I think it's a little crooked still. This also shows putting 2 vent panels on here. I don't know what direction they're supposed to go. Guessing this way. But also, it doesn't really tell you where on the car they go. Honest to God, this I think is dumb. Alright, so that does all of our stickers, except for the one I couldn't figure out at all, which is C, which just does not make any sense whatsoever. Well, unless it's supposed to go under here. But see, take a quick look here. This is where it shows sticker C. Just like sticker G is shown right about here. Sticker C looks like it's being shown right here. That doesn't make any sense because it's not going to fit there. The only spot you could consider putting it really would be right here. And I don't know why you would do that. Or, well, like I said, it would actually make sense there, but, you know. Now that we got everything put together here, let's go ahead and do the lights one more time and see how it looks. Again, I don't know why those flashers go on with that. But now you can see the taillights much more clearly. So that would be the reverse lights, I guess. Again, I don't know why these 2 are flashing on the front like they are. Interior. Everything going. Now, the ones on the front flashing now make sense, but they don't make sense with any other version mode on here. And you can see the top lights actually do rotate around. And we turn it off. So you're probably wondering what my overall on this one is. So far, so good, I would say. I like it. It's a pain in the ass to put together, however. I don't like having to bend the metal on the antennas. Trying to get some of that interior equipment put in place was a pain in the butt as well. And of course, the stickers. I hate stickers to start with, and this did not make it any better, especially with the really crappy freaking instructions on how to put them on there. I mean, there does seem to be some issues with this though. When you look at like the front window, it does look like there might be some scratches in there, which weren't, although there's also some fingerprints too, you know, and I don't know if those are mine or not, to be honest with you, but it's the Ecto-1 and it does look really good. I don't know yet if figures will fit in it. I was originally going to talk about that when I did the Ecto-1A version because it does have the figures with that, but after discovering what a pain in the butt the stickers are and how, I mean, just that one trying to get it off was a pain in the ass to do too. So, like I said, I will wait until my second one shows up, which hopefully will be sometime this week. I'm not sure which day I'm going to post this, probably Monday, to be honest. And then possibly the other one will be delivered maybe Tuesday of next week, I think. At least if I base it on where its current location is and how long it took from that location to where I live, I think it's about 2 days delivery time. So we'll have that to look forward to. And actually, I'll be starting out one from scratch. And I swear, if I have to put those stupid little vent stickers on that one too, on that hood, I am going to be ticked off thoroughly. But assuming this can fit all 4 Ghostbusters the way it should be able to, I will be very happy with this one. But why don't you guys let me know what you think of this vehicle in the comments below? And is it something you wanted to get and considered getting, or did you not get it at all? It was kind of expensive, but I am hoping to get some money back by selling some of the duplicate parts that I have because I did get the deluxe version twice. And if you enjoyed this look at the Ghostbusters Plasma Series 6-inch scale Ecto-1, please feel free to slime that like button. And if you want to see more of my nonsense in the future, especially considering that I've got like the figures for this, the Ghostbusters 2 figures and the Ghostbuster Ecto-1A to do when I get my second one in, you'll want to subscribe, then you can see more. I thank you for watching. Peace and love.